Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Broadcasting live from the 48th annual state run of the Lone Star Street Rod Association at Hewlett Park in Granbury, Texas. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
You bet.
Another guest from today's meetup just ahead. Conrad has This Week in Auto History, and we'll get you caught up on the stories making car news this week, all just ahead in this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Bars. We always need more King Conrad DeLong.
Yeah.
We also need Jeff Zekin, and he's here with us as well. And a special appearance by our chief engineer and cook and bottle washer. Ladies and gentlemen, David Ainsley is here in the studio with us.
We're outside the studio.
And well, it's an outside studio.
In our remote studio.
Yes. You know, I have to tell you that there are a lot of really cool cars and trucks here today.
Driven by cool people.
But that one speaks to me.
Yeah.
The color.
I know.
But I think more so when it pulled up out here. That thing's got a cam in it.
Yep.
Yeah, it does.
It's bad to the
got a
bone.
rumble.
Would you
to it.
please introduce us?
And if you look up the license plate on the back of it, you can't see it from here, but it says, "Try me." And it's like, an invitation here. And then you look up front and you see this, what I thought was a big block with those big heads on it and a tunnel ram with a couple of hollies sitting up there. But we'll let Mr. Randy Watson explain the rest of it.
All right.
Randy?
Yes,
It's all you.
It's all you, bud.
Okay.
First of all, what is it?
First of all, it's a 32 Ford pickup. Got a small block 283 in it.
That's a small block.
Yes.
It's hidden under some different valve covers.
It's been bored 60 over. Got 12-to-1 compression pistons.
God.
And yes, it does have a big solid lift cam in it.
Uh-huh. How often do you have to adjust that solid lifter cam?
Once a year.
That's all?
Yeah.
Well, you don't drive it that much.
Well, it's got 80-something thousand on it.
Well, I lied.
Drives it. Jeez.
Well,
The color alone reminds me of American Graffiti. It really does.
It'll pass everything but a gas station.
And
Yeah.
does it say on the side of it, sir, bounce a lot?
Yes, sir, it does.
Because?
Oh, it sure does.
Well, I guess it bounces around down the road as
Gotcha.
it goes. So.
Well, I didn't know there's any hidden meaning in it or not.
No.
Now, did you build this yourself?
Yes, sir, I did. It took about 8 months to build it.
Wow.
Built frame and everything.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's truly
And that's
amazing.
working a full-time job and coming home and working in the afternoon.
And you're only 30 years old. You just look your age because of that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
That one's been built about 30 years ago. I've had
Really?
it about 32 years. But
Oh, wow.
we finally decided to work on it and took 8 months to get it going.
And did you chop the roof yourself?
Yes, it's chopped, channeled, sectioned. If you look at the bed, it's added to the back of the cab.
Oh,
Oh, I see that now.
yeah, now I'm looking. Yes, it truly is.
So
It's-
what's with the valve covers?
The valve covers were built probably in 69 and 70. Larson Engine International or something
I
like
remember
that.
Larson, yep.
Yeah, they built them valve covers, and they were $475 for a pair of them
Back then.
back then, and I'm making
that's a ton of money.
$125 a week. So it took a long time to find them at a swap meet.
They definitely show as a big block with the big
Yes.
fat valve covers.
Yeah.
So is it just all valve cover, or is there
It's
a
all
special
valve
head
cover.
underneath it?
No, it's got a regular head under it. Of course, it's got guide plates and stud girdles and all the stuff to make it run.
But you can see the Siamese exhaust pipe, so I knew it was a small block, but I'm looking at the valve covers going, that's an odd look.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's big block. They said, no wonder it runs so good. It's got a big block. I said, no, it's small block, and it still runs good.
Yeah.
And it runs with 2 4-barrels.
Yes, got two 600s on it. Both of them are hooked up at the same time. If one open, both open. So,
And it can swallow all that.
yeah,
Wow.
they'll go.
And I see you've got like an extended gas tank under there or something. Is that-
Yeah, it's 22 gallons underneath there. But it gets 18 miles to the gallon out on the highway.
Not bad.
Oh, very good.
Does it really?
Yeah, here in town it don't, but out on the highway.
And what
yeah.
kind of transmission?
I got a T5 5-speed in it.
Okay.
It run 130 in third, and I still got 2 more gears after that. But
Whoa.
140 is fast, too fast for it.
And it bounces.
And it bounces. No
I bet
doubt.
it does. And the suspension? That's cool.
It's all coil springs on the back, and of course it got straight axle in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of makes 130 miles an hour interesting.
Yes, it does. At 140, it start doing this wobble stuff.
Skating across
Let me slow down.
That's probably more aerodynamics than anything else.
Yeah.
Or lack of aerodynamics.
Yeah.
Did you build the engine yourself?
Yeah, I build my motors, transmissions, rear ends. I do it all.
Did you do this professionally before?
No.
No.
I started out at 10 years old playing with cars and stuff. My dad didn't know nothing about them. My brother didn't know about them. But
you had to learn from somebody something.
I met with a real good friend of mine and his brothers and them drag raced and stuff. And they built transmissions
and they
motors.
drug you along. There you go.
And I fit right in it.
You were the pit crew.
Yeah, I was.
But how lucky were you?
Real lucky.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
man, as a kid, I'd have loved to have done something like that.
Because they did body work, they painted.
Sure.
So you didn't have to do it just watching.
Right.
They helped you.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Randy, get out there and sand that door panel.
That's right. Go help me.
Yeah. Hey, Randy, can you help me hang those headers on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you.
And it's got a real aggressive look with the skinnies up front and the fatties in the back.
And the license plate that says "Try me."
Now, is that the original bed?
No, it's aftermarket, but it's a bed for a 33 Ford pickup because I didn't like the way the 32 Ford pickup bed looked.
Well, I noticed it's got some creases in the side for strength, and I'm thinking, well, did he put those in there?
No.
I got that. Obviously, you had to modify the bed, I guess. I don't know how the fenders and all that.
Yeah, the fenders, I bought them from Speedway, and they're the wider fenders for the rear.
Yeah.
And then the front, I had to modify them myself to bring them out to where the running boards lined up.
They sort of look like the fenders the other gentleman had on his trailer. Did you say they came from a 32?
Yeah.
I think he did. So
they're similar.
Yeah.
But, I think that the fenders in that era, kind of like today's cars, they were all competing with each other for that kind of look.
Yeah, a little bit wider here, a little wider there.
Yeah. More fantail. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, do you trailer it to shows? Do you drive it?
It's drove everywhere. We've been to
Good
Pueblo, Colorado. We've been everywhere.
Wow.
Has it got air conditioning?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
What is it? The cowl vent? Is that the air conditioning?
No.
You got vintage air in it?
No, I don't. I got just one with a little aftermarket under the dash units and compressor mounted. Well, no, that one's up high. The other cars I have are down low, but that one's up high.
I love it.
So
I want to hang out with you.
Well, anytime.
So what did you do? I mean, are you retired? You still work?
Still work every day.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Heavy equipment mechanic.
Okay.
Well, there you
fits
have
right
it.
in.
Yeah.
So
and quite
heavy
a
equipment. Are you talking about like
big bulldozers,
front end loaders?
Yes, all of it. Yes.
Well, have you done that pretty much all your life?
I started in '78. I went work for this one company, and I'm still there.
Well, in a very short period of time, when I worked with my dad at Waukesha Motor Company, they carried Michigan equipment. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
I worked on it.
Yep. The great big, hinged front end loaders, all that stuff. And I drove a few of those, and boy, that's some fun stuff.
It is.
And those mechanics that worked in that shop, which would be you, very talented. And they did a lot of welding, repairs, because those things get beat up really bad.
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to. They're a working vehicle.
That's what they're made for, and they either put them back into the rental fleet or they sold them.
Yeah.
And when they walked out the door with their brand new rebuilt, it looked brand new.
Yeah, that's right. Done it. Been there.
A paint shop like you've never seen, because it was 30 feet high to get those great big tractors in there.
Yeah. You live here in the area?
I live in Plantersville.
Oh, okay.
Plantersville. Well, hello. That's the
Texas Renaissance
Festival.
They're almost in my front yard.
Yeah, I'm just south of Tomball.
Yeah.
Now, do you work for a company or you work for yourself?
Yeah, I work for Ray Smith Construction out of Houston.
Okay.
And he gave his company away to 3 of the guys that worked for him because he had 2 other different companies going. So I went to work for him at the other company. And then finally he sold them out. So I'm at his house, either working at his house on all his farm equipment, or I'm in Houston. He lets me build people's old cars for him.
Oh, cool.
When he don't have nothing for me to do at his place. So
I know a couple people that need that kind of work.
Yeah, I got a few of them already there.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Randy, can you fix that fender for me? Hey, I need a little welding done over here. You know, that 454 just isn't quite running right. Can you help me with that?
Yeah.
He does it all.
Yeah, I got a 67 Mustang Fastback in my shop in Houston that we're putting a Coyote motor. Matter of fact, we already got it in.
Oh, wow.
All the Detroit Speed front end.
And where's the shop?
So it's in Houston. They're off the Hardy Tow Road.
How cool.
So it gives us something that when I don't have nothing to do at his place, I go there and work. So.
Well, the Coyote motor is becoming the small block Chevy.
Hey, ain't that the truth?
As you're seeing it being used in more and more applications, and driving towards the Ford products. But it's cool to see some of the Fords being built with the Ford engines.
Okay, Randy, it's a pleasure.
Same
we love
here.
it. Love your truck.
Thank you.
American Graffiti.
We'll be looking to run into you downtown Granbury.
Hey, that'll work, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you, Randy.
Hey,
Thanks.
thank y'all.
You bet. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. All you have to do is just shoot us an email. Our address here at the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is info@inwheeltime.com. So please do that for us. Conrad, why don't we, while we're waiting here, why don't we do the This Week in Auto History? Are you good with that?
Yep.
Okay. And then we're going to get our next guest.
So this week in 1864, Ransom Eli Oldsmobile was born.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, go figure
At
that.
Mecca.
In northeastern Ohio, in a town called Geneva. In 1917, Henry Leland, the founder of Cadillac Motor Cars, resigned as the company's president.
He had to.
In 1917, and he and William Durant arranged to sell Cadillac to General Motors Corporation. Leland was an engineer that created the electric starter that made Cadillac so successful at its start. You didn't have to get out there and crank it by hand. You just push a button or step on a button on the floor and it started.
I had that truck that I had. That's what it had.
Mm-hmm. The floor starter?
Yeah, floor starter. And that
starter.
was all manual because when you pressed on the button, it had a lever down there that mashed the.
And then Leland's next great achievement at Cadillac was to introduce the V8 engine. So, he was quite the engineer. In 1921, Mack adopted the Bulldog as its symbol for its Mack trucks. In 1933, this week, eager motorists parked their automobiles on the grounds of the Park-In Theater, the first ever drive-in movie theater located on Crescent Boulevard in Camden, New Jersey. The nice thing was they created the drive-in. The bad thing was it was in New Jersey. Sorry.
You used to hang out in New Jersey.
No, I was upstate New York.
He was a Jersey boy.
Jersey was
You're
close.
from Jersey? I'm from Jersey,
Hey,
too.
forget about it.
In
I know a
1951, Gordon Berrig of South Bend, Indiana, he received a patent for vehicle top construction with removable panels, which finally appeared in 1968 on the Corvette Stingray as T-tops. Berring was one of the 25 candidates of the Car Designer of the Century, an international award given in 1999 to honor the most influential some of the most influential automobile designers of the 20th century.
Cool.
That's This Week in Auto History.
All right,
Thanks for
Mr.
the
Mars,
cat,
we
man.
have another guest.
I was just brought to my attention about the kettle corn and stuff, and there's some pinstriping going on over there. If you need a little pinstriping,
I was
maybe on
thinking
your
about that. Yeah.
on your glasses
Actually, I was
there.
thinking about getting some pinstriping on that brand new $100,000 Denali over there.
Yeah. You can send it back to the factory.
We could send it back to Dallas.
Here's
the
what
press
I think makes it look better.
Yeah. How do you think that would go over?
Yeah.
That'd be the last truck I get from General Motors.
There you go.
Probably, but you might could talk Jeff Kinsey out of his 36 Ford truck that's sitting right
Jeff
here.
Kinsey.
Well, Jeff, come on, man.
Jeff
That's gorgeous.
Kinsey. Jeff, obviously you're a hot rodder.
Yep.
And is this your first hot rod?
Oh, no. No, I started out in a tea bucket.
And he says it with, some sort of distance. No.
Well, you got to read
said
his
it
shirt.
with passion.
Hot Rods by JSK, I'm assuring.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
think
Hot
the
Rods by
J is
JSK.
Jeff
We're
and
in East
K is
Texas.
Kinsey.
Where in
We're
East
at
Texas?
East Texas, between Greenville and Sulphur Springs. We're about
It's called East.
east. We're about 65, 70 miles east of Dallas, a little small town.
Over there, close to Louisiana.
777 people. No, Interstate 30. like you're going to Texarkana.
Okay.
We're between Dallas and Texarkana.
All right.
Got a hot rod shop there. Started off building cars in school. And I built the T-Bucket in high school and finished it a little later on.
Where'd you go to high school? East?
Cumbie. Little
Where?
small town there. I've never left. Yeah,
You're
still there. Yeah.
And
and
they had like an auto shop program?
well, no.
He made it into
I was
that.
going to say.
Our class kind of made it one.
There you go.
But we did a lot of cutting springs and modifying and in what we called ag.
Did
back
you?
then.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, did you do any tractor work?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How'd I know
we,
that?
We painted tractors for everybody in town.
What's your favorite tractor? What brand?
Oh, I actually have a 1896 Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Never
yard
even heard
art
of it.
deal.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the Olivers, the 40.
The eclectic
in the
stuff.
40s. Yeah, they just had really nice lines. You know, the grill shells and everything on them. But
We have a friend of ours that likes tractors as well. His name is John Hovis. He owns a place down just west of Houston in Brookshire named the Hemi Hideout.
Yeah.
And he's got a collection of tractors, and he's got lots of Hemis in there.
Oh, he's got all
That's a
kinds
place that you'd
of
really
neat stuff.
appreciate visiting.
tractors just wasn't fast enough, though. You know?
No, I know, I got it. But they sure did do some weird stuff out in the field.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about his vehicle here is the tilted front windshield. I like that.
Yeah.
It pops out.
Yeah.
I'm a traditional guy. You
Well,
know?
didn't it do that originally?
It did.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it doesn't have.
That
Doesn't,
was
it doesn't
the
have
original air conditioner.
It doesn't have a cowl on it, does it?
No.
No, it's got a cow vent.
It
but,
does.
Yeah, and but we made it look like it's functional, but it's not because of all the AC and everything.
Sure,
and
sure.
It's just not enough room to function.
The
Yeah.
louvers on the top of the hood, did you do those yourself?
We
or-
did. We built the hood sides. We built the fender well openings, the running boards, the grill, the bed,
Wow.
the tail light.
Quite a
cushions.
fabricator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Tell me about the wheels.
They are Will Smith, and they're actually aluminum. And then we went in and painted them. It's a billet aluminum wheel.
Oh,
And
it
then-
is.
Yeah, it's a billet aluminum
Looks
wheel.
cool.
We went in and polished all the vanes and everything and painted them.
How big's your shop?
It's growing. We just built the new 40 by 80 section for a body shop. We're gonna try to separate the dirty stuff from the clean stuff. But I was going to tell you a while ago. I worked there in high school when it was a regular automotive shop, and then in '96,
You bought it.
me and my wife bought it. And
What a great story.
Well, it's one of them Cinderella stories, you know. I mean, I guess it was just meant to be. And yeah, we keep a 2 to 3 year backlog and have ever since 1996.
Oh, congratulations.
yeah, that's very
Says
nice.
something about the quality of your work that people are willing to hang.
You need
hang
your
that
own
long
TV
way
show.
for you.
Well,
JSK Auto.
they've tried.
Yeah.
They've tried. We've had to run them off a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
Run them off. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a total pain, isn't it?
But no, yeah. But I've got some really talented guys working for me. You know, and that's what it takes. It takes a team.
Did you import them?
Actually, yeah, we've moved some in from Wisconsin.
I was going to say, because you only had 700 people to work with there.
I tell
How
you
is it
what,
working with those cheese heads?
It's well, it's tough,
He's one.
Yeah,
but we're working on him.
Yeah, that's
he's
good.
working on us, and we're working on him.
yeah.
We understand.
Listen, it is a total change of mindset coming to Texas from Wisconsin.
It
I
is.
know because I did it.
I told him, I said, we're a lot friendlier than y'all are, and you need to get used to that.
Yep. Yep.
But no,
And
we-
and you
And
don't
he
have
said,
any,
Exactly. Yeah.
you don't have any cows in the backyard, do you?
No, I used to do all that when I was at home. We had 178 acres where I was raised, and we did cows and horses and all that stuff. And my dad, he wasn't into cars. If it didn't have hooves or horns, he wasn't interested in
Right.
it. But
And it probably had a truck that used it just for
Yeah.
that as a truck, and that was all it was
Yep.
to it. So let's get back to your truck. What's under the hood?
it's an LT4 older vet motor.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it gets decent gas mileage?
You wouldn't believe it. It gets about 25, 26.
Whoa.
What transmission you got?
4L60. We finished that truck in 15, and it had 150 miles on it, and we drove it cross country and did the Good Guys Road Tour. And that truck actually won Truck of the Year early.
Oh,
in
congratulations.
16. Yeah.
Fantastic.
But we put 3,000 miles on it and no problems at all. Other than a ticket in Louisiana running 120 mile an hour.
Well, that's to be expected.
You'll have that.
They don't go fast very much over there.
Yeah. They don't joke around like we do.
They have
come on.
no sense of humor over there.
They do not.
Yeah, the only way to validate your speed is to take a ticket for it.
That's right. And I did.
Otherwise, everybody just thinks you're bragging. I'm like, no, here, let me show you this.
I took one for the team.
There you go. This one cost me $700 and a night in jail.
So I had the fortune of taking the last 2-year hot rod tour of Texas.
Yeah.
And I think that next year that Bobby, you know those guys?
Who?
Hot rod tour of Texas.
No.
Bobby Sparkman.
Bobby Sparkman.
No,
anyway,
I sure don't.
Well, that's something for you to look up on
I
Facebook.
will.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll look me up.
And maybe
There
so.
you go.
And what I was thinking was, hey, Bobby, you're looking for a place to kind of end the tour
Make
next
a
year.
stop.
We start in Victoria. The past 2 years, we've gone through the hill country up to this neck of the woods. Well, next year,
You
make
give
it
them an
up
option
your
to go out to
ways.
East Texas.
Yeah.
We've done that. We've actually hosted. There was a deal, oh, gosh, it was probably 25 years ago. It was called Tour Around Texas. And we hosted one of the stops, fed everybody barbecue and all that stuff. It was a great time.
Yeah. Nothing but a bunch of crazy car people that
Posey was on that. There was a bunch of people that was on it. It was a pretty cool deal.
It's good to know that the tours are still active, but they're just managed and run by different entities of the organization. Like next year you might do it, and you've done it 25 years or whatever.
How long?
But it just all goes.
How long have you been a member of Lone Star Street Rod Association?
Well, me and Rick was talking a while ago. I was in Waco when it flooded so bad in a 37 Ford and water was going over the running board. So it's got to be at least 25 years somewhere in there. I've been a member since then. And no, they do a really great job. You know, we have a lot of fun. And the cars are cool, but it's the people that you meet that's really
That's what pretty much everybody sat here and talked with. It's kind of a family reunion.
That's what it's all
with
about.
Cool cars.
Yeah.
Yes, my girlfriend was never involved in anything automotive until she met me. And you can't really explain the camaraderie, take her to races and to cruise-ins and places like this and auto shows and that sort of stuff. And you can't really explain that to somebody. They have to experience to understand it.
Yeah, some people just don't get it, but
yeah.
Well, the only thing automotive she had experience with was getting screwed on getting a Jaguar fixed.
Oh God!
Over and over.
Let's
and
not
over
even
again.
talk about that.
The Prince of Darkness. That's what I call the wiring in there. Just something about positive grounds that just don't sound right.
What do you got in the shop that excites you right now?
We got several builds going on. We got a 70 Chevelle hardtop that LS
There you go.
supercharged. We're building a really, really, really cool Mustang Coyote motor, Super Snake supercharged motor, 857 horse.
Oh wow!
We took a roadster shop chassis and narrowed it, and then actually widened the car so we don't have to do any fender flares or anything on it. Everything is hand built. The only thing that we used is a roof and pretty much the A pillars and the B pillars to bolt the doors and the latches together. We made everything else. And then right down the road, Babe's Chicken down here, I'm building a 56 Lincoln Premier convertible for him.
Oh, how cool.
That's going to be a really neat car. He's a big car guy, got a lot of convertibles. And
one of our earlier guests had mentioned Babe's Chicken.
It's the best chicken. It's the
Well,
best chicken I've ever put in my
That's what
mouth.
Ben said. He says it's the best.
We're going to have
chicken
to
you'll
stop
ever
on the
eat.
way out of
I'm
town.
thinking,
Oh, you need to. I promise you won't regret it. He won't give me the recipe. I don't know what the deal is.
No.
Yeah.
He and the Colonel.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, it's a pleasure. Love your truck.
Thank you.
I hope to
lots
see you
of
again.
attention.
And now that we've got a connection to the Piney Woods, deep East Texas, we're coming to see you.
We would love to have you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll buy you a beer, whatever need to do.
All right. Well, thank you again.
All righty. Thank y'all.
Jeff Kinsey. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Jeff.
Again, if you'd like to get in touch with us here at the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show, shoot us an email, info@inwheeltime.com. We're getting ready to close out the show. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jeff.
Here at the Granbury headquarters of the Lone Star Street Rod Association Street Rod Run. And I did want to get in a couple of extra stories here. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get two. We have trucks. General Motors said Thursday it intends to invest more than $500 million at its factory in Arlington to build future versions of its popular full-size SUVs. They are going to stick a lot of money into it. Up there, they make the Chevy Tahoe and Suburban, GMC Yukon and Yukon XL, Cadillac Escalade, Escalade ESV, and the Escalade V.
Yes.
That's all out of Arlington, so they're going to stick a lot of money into that factory up there. And Carvana seems to have turned a corner. It looks
what's going on with those?
Well, they may survive. I'm talking debt heavy. They expect to achieve an adjusted profit above $50 million in its second quarter.
They robbed a bank.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to close out today's show right after this.
Everyone at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, thank you for participating in the best cruise in around and look forward to seeing you again. You'll hear about the next cruise in date right here on In Wheel Time. Next time you're in the West Houston Energy Corridor area, be sure and stop in at the original Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex at I-10 and Highway 6 or the Katy location on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. When passing through Beaumont or College Station, stop in and have Lupi's award-winning beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. There's always a celebration at Lupi Tortilla. Lupi Tortilla founder Stan Holt and his wife Sheila are winning racers on the NHRA drag racing circuit and have a collection of hot rods and classics that everyone appreciates. Look for them at the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In. The date will be announced soon and will once again be held at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex on 99 and Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 and Katy. We'll give you all the details right here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show and online. Donations benefit God's Garage. We'll see you then. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available on the most popular podcast channels out there in 30-minute episodes. We realize our 3-hour live show can be difficult to catch in its entirety, so now you can listen every day to a convenient, fresh 30-minute episode. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible, along with a dozen more. In Wheel Time has the most informative automotive guest interviews and new car reviews, along with popular features including Conrad's Car Clinic and This Week in Auto History, along with automotive news headlines. Our live broadcast airs every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central on InWheelTime.com, the iHeart app, and on YouTube. Be sure to say hello when we're broadcasting from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, Autorama, and the Houston Auto Show, among others. Now, it's easier than ever to hear about all things automotive all week long. You're invited to join fellow car enthusiasts in becoming part of the ever-growing In Wheel Time Car Talk family. Don't forget those 30-minute podcast episodes on your favorite podcast channel.
Well, that's a wrap for this week's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. When you're online, check out our Facebook page. Follow us, if you would, please. Not just a like, but a follow.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about us and share our junk, if you would, please. You'll get Conrad's Unicorn hunting features, along with all things automotive all week long, including new car reviews, upcoming events, cruise-ins, racing events, and other informative and entertaining car and truck goodies. You can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app. You be sure and catch us on In Wheel Time Car Talk on our live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com every Saturday, 8 to 11 a.m. Central Time. Daily 30-minute podcasts are available from over a dozen of the most popular podcast providers. The In Wheel Time Chief Engineer is David Ainsley, who's with us today. Our Marketing Advertising Advisor and Video Technical Director is We Need More Jeff Zekin. For booking agent and podcast philanderer, Mike Mars, along with Mr. Know-It-All, his royalty King Conrad DeLong. I'm Don Armstrong. Next week, we're back at the Sugar Shack in our recently purchased blow-up pool. All right. And all of our in-wheel time car talk outlets right here on the Smoke and Mirrors Network. 8 to 11 Central next Saturday. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. And so long for now, everybody.
Bye-bye.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.